Hello and welcome to your in-depth weekly horoscope for week commencing the 8th of May for the Sun or the Ascendant. I'm going to give you the standout details to look out for that we can all collectively relate to, but please stay with me. I will then explore each of the 12 zodiac signs from Aries through to Pisces in much greater detail. Now this week sees Jupiter and Pluto continue their right angle. Pluto's about power and of course is now in retrograde. Jupiter is about expansion. So when we get them at right angles, there can be a tendency to try a little bit too hard, or we may encounter somebody who's trying to enforce their will on us. And at the heart of this week's events, of course, is the energy compacted into the sign of Taurus. This is where the Sun is, which is critical, the retreating, retrograding Mercury, but also the North Node. So our values, our everyday money, our self-worth, still very much in focus. But we now have Venus in the sign of Cancer along with Mars, and that's a water sign, and they're both interacting really positively with two influences in another water sign of Pisces, and that's in the guise of Saturn and Neptune. So what can we take from this? Well, I feel that this is a week where we need to be very tuned in to how things feel. So even if we're dealing with some practicalities, very Taurus-like energy, or money, or we're grappling with something that may not necessarily be that easy due to the Mercury retrograde, there could be some snags or snares or some rethinking going on. The best way to navigate all of this is to listen to our inner guide, so our sixth sense, because when we go against that, that's when things can get a little tricky. But we also have a quarter moon in the sign of Aquarius on Thursday, where Pluto is, and that is in a square with the Sun in Taurus. So I feel one of the things that can come into this week could be some challenges around our future planning or our connections to others, where our values or the financial elements of a situation don't quite stack up in the way that we hope, which is the 11th house energy of higher expectations. So we need to keep our feet very much on the ground with this earthy energy, but tune into how things feel. Now, if you're new to my channel, thank you so much for joining us. This is very much a community. I'd be honoured if you'd subscribe. Please click or tap on the bell notification symbol. And do share any thoughts you have. I try to interact with each one. If you're a returning visitor, thank you so much for joining me once more. And if you would like your free daily horoscope fired to your device each morning, then please see the link below where you can subscribe. I've been writing these for about 28 years, and I think that's unusual amongst the YouTube astrologers. So Libra, your week commencing the 8th of May forecast is really exciting because Venus, your ruler, has climbed into the most visible part of your solar horoscope, the 10th house, joining up with the rather more assertive vibe of Mars. Together, they're both forging very constructive links to other planets this week, and particularly for you in the part of your situation to do with your actual processes of your work, the way that you apply yourself to the details, and whereas Venus and Mars are in how you actually make the connection or raise your profile or deal with managers or people who work for you. So if you're applying for a job this week, you're doing a presentation, you're representing your own business, I feel there's a wonderful platform to showcase your talents. And of course there will be those who would say, because Mercury is retrograde, don't do anything. But Mercury is retrograde 4 times this year, and the whole process with the pre and retrograde shadows can be about 8 weeks a time. We can't just stop the whole of life because of that. So I feel that Mercury actually forges a very constructive link to Saturn. So if you're someone who's really got all the details nailed down and you're really on top of what you're trying to achieve, then you can express yourself with a great deal of conviction, confidence and charm. Nothing new there. The quarter moon, which occurs, well, I just feel that quarter moon is just suggesting that somebody could come into your orbit in the week following Thursday who does make your pulse race a little bit, and you may find them a very evocative influence and be drawn towards a connection with them. But the key for everyone this week, with so much energy in the two signs of Cancer and Pisces, is to tune into our instincts, even if you do find them rather difficult to resist. If you would like to ascend above this zodiac broadcast, if you give me 3 pieces of personal birth data, of time, date and place of birth, I can produce for you your life roadmap report. This can help you to get a much more intimate understanding of the patterns that have played out in your life so far, but also seize the opportunities much more firmly. Also, my special package of 30% off, you will get your 12-month personal forecast, totally unique to you, which can give you searing insights for the time and months to come. If you don't know your time of birth, I've a new product I've developed based very much on the sun. So if you enjoy watching your sun sign videos on YouTube, these will make a lot of sense. The same package, 30% off. Please see the link below. It's been a pleasure being with you. Thank you so much for joining me. Please do like, comment or subscribe.